Hey guys, it's Roxanne here, and I was going to jump on real quick to talk to you about hitting plateaus. Many of you are talking about hitting plateaus, and you could be hitting plateaus for a couple of reasons. One, you could be losing muscle mass. Initially, when you start losing weight on the scale and you're looking at that, the scale is a combination of how much water, how much fat, and how much muscle you have. So sometimes initially, as you start losing weight, you're losing fat, but you lose muscle. Once you lose a certain amount of muscle, kind of your body, your metabolism slows down, and now the amount of food that you're eating is not little enough to continue to lose. But we don't want to eat less and less and less because you're just going to lose more and more muscle, right? So one thing you can do is start to exercise. If you haven't started resistance exercises, which that will be another video, do something easy. Start with walking. Just walk 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. Do that. If you have a treadmill, you can actually incline it and lower it. Maybe 30 seconds inclined, a minute flat. Incline it again for 30 seconds, all the way up to 10 or 20 minutes. Another important thing to do is, if you feel like you're at a plateau, is drink lots of water. As you start losing weight, we've talked about this, you actually dump a lot of toxins from your fat cells into your system. And if you're not drinking enough water, the water is going to help push it out. But if you're not drinking water, it just stays in your system. And one, you'll hold water to dilute these excess toxins. But two, if this happens for a while, you will make fat cells to store the excess toxins. So that's the last thing we want to do, right? We're losing fat, but then if we don't flush out the toxins that are stored in our fat, we are actually going to be putting fat back on. So you need to move around more, meaning doing some kind of exercise, walking. You need to drink water. And the final thing you need to do is you need to make sure you're eating protein every 2.5 to 3 hours. Even if you're not hungry, just take 2 or 3 bites. But this will speed up your metabolism. When you wake up in the morning, your body's kind of in hibernation mode. As soon as you have your first meal, it's like, boom, starting a fire. Just like a fire, a bonfire, it's big and active. And we will start the fire because digestion's a form of combustion. So once we start this fire, our goal is to throw a log, which would be the protein, throw a log on the fire to keep it burning. Because if you choose not to eat, that fire goes out, and all day long, it's like you just have smoldering coals. So to recap, we're going to start walking. If you're not walking, if you are walking, start with some resistance exercise. You can use bands, you can use weights. Secondly, make sure you're drinking water to flush out the excess toxins. And thirdly, make sure that you're eating protein every 2.5 to 3 hours to make sure you're building or putting on muscle, and to make sure you're speeding up your metabolism by keeping that fire lit all throughout the day. Okay, guys, I hope you found this helpful.